There's Kirk Cousins walking to the podium on March the 13th, just a few hours after the official start of the league year and the conclusion of the 52-hour negotiating window. And it was during that press conference that Kirk Cousins said some things he shouldn't have said. Somebody should have run out and tackled him at some point. He said he spoke with the head athletic trainer on Tuesday, which is a no-no under the tampering rules. He said he talked to Director of Player Personnel Ryan Pace. Well, since it was just a few hours removed from when he could have spoken to Ryan Pace, probably happened before he was allowed to do so. He said Kyle Pitts had been aggressively recruiting him. If he did so with the knowledge or direction of the team, that's a violation. He was even involved in recruiting Darnell Mooney from the Bears to the Falcons on Tuesday of that week, which suggests that at some level he was put up to it by the Falcons after he agreed to terms there. So there are layers and levels of tampering that happened here, and I mention all that because Shefty reported yesterday that there could be punishment announced this week in the Falcons case of tampering with Kirk Cousins. Now,
like right before the draft, like last year, like kind of with the Cardinals and the Eagles?
If there's some sort of a picks deal, that would make sense. And if they're going to lose picks in 2024, it would make sense to announce it right before the draft. And it's minimal attention if you announce it 5 minutes before the draft begins. I don't know if they'll try to do it again, Chris, but somebody asked me, well, what are they going to do? Well, they're going to do whatever they want to do. Because that's what they do. They make it up as they go. And it comes down to how aggressively they investigated, how many violations they actually found.
How angry the Vikings are.
Right. How much sway does Rich McKay have, the chair of the competition committee? There's a lot of factors that go into it. At the end of the day, they're going to do whatever they want to do. Forget about precedent. Forget about formulas. Forget about what's right or what's not right. It's going to be whatever they want to do. Are they going to want to slap them on the wrist? Do they want to throw the book at them? What they do is going to tell us what they wanted to do because they're going to do what they wanted to do.
Well, I mean, yeah, I agree to that to a degree, right? I mean, I think they probably how egregious were some of these errors and things like that, I think would dictate it a little bit. But yeah, I don't know what it'll entail. What exactly will they do here? Yeah, will they swap a 5th and a 6th round pick? I mean, I don't know. It's a different one. And, how do they view this whole thing, right, that you said? I mean, it's pretty apparent. It doesn't take a special investigator to realize the Falcons tampered with Kirk Cousins. I mean, we kind of know that. It's just how aggressive was it? Yeah.
Here's the key, though,
yeah.
And I'll give you the example.
Yeah.
When Kirk Cousins first mentioned the athletic trainer,
right,
because this is a big issue, how's his Achilles tendon? He initially said meeting with and then changed it to talking to.
Remember that.
Now, if you're aggressive when it comes to the investigation, that light bulb goes off and you say, okay, hang on now. Hang on. Why did you say meeting with? We need to investigate whether or not they actually met. A GM from another team completely disconnected from any of this said, if he actually met with the trainer on Tuesday, they should lose a first-round pick for this. So the question is, did someone, Jeff Pash or someone else at the league office, say, we're going to explore whether or not there was a meeting? We're going to investigate that. We're going to ask for phone records from the trainer, phone records from Cousins, surveillance video from the facility. We're going to be aggressive about it. That's the key. How aggressive you are in the investigation, Chris, drives what you ultimately have in front of you when you decide when you're going to issue punishment. So I'm not saying what they will or won't do. I'm just saying they're going to do what they want to do, and then we'll be able to work backward and figure out how thorough of an investigation actually happened. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.